Okay, continuing. This message is for a Happy New Year. The DHS JTF, Department of Homeland Security Joint Task Force. Don't know who they were before they were DHS or FEMA. But a little secret. While they make that quantum look so big and bad, the quantum is just one heck of a processor for databases. Really, that's all it is. It's nothing in it magical yet. Not yet, anyway. But the things they can do with it, things that everybody's worried about, they're already capable. It's already out there. Weaponized radio signals have been around before I was born. Now they just have computer systems, satellites, ground-based radar, cell towers, Gwyn towers, cell phones, telephone lines, all the old stuff with the new stuff to transmit it. They use deployment planners for premeditated crimes, like the Las Vegas shooting, like the Connecticut school shooting, like the Batman's movie shooting, like Gerald Launer's shooting of the senator and a judge and a little girl, like the Virginia baseball stadium shooting, like the Virginia Tech shooting, like the Baltimore City riots, like Ferguson's riots, like the riots that happened in California. They are using deployment planners, which is an application in which they pretty much put all the objectives in there and people and the places, and the computer figures it out, which is nothing more than an analytical application. It's not rocket science. Really, it isn't. If we went to a store, we could buy all this stuff off the shelf and do the same kind of attacks on people. You can use a speaker from a telephone. You can use a speaker from your vehicle. You can use a speaker from a computer system, from a television system, anywhere. Don't have to be online because they were able to do this before there was an online. But the computers have made it lethal. This stuff is in the hands of the fire departments, the police departments, intelligence agencies, along with the armed forces. The DHS task force is a network of the military with all those entities. When they were in Baltimore and they had the riots down there for Freddie Gray, they were networked. All the police stations, fire stations, and military bases were networked. Also, their mobile communications, 5G mobile communications, are a network. I've seen a police officer hit a civilian in the back of his leg with an air bullet. Never knew what hit him. The officer was laughing his head off. But the young man never knew what hit him. Now, of course, it wasn't lethal. Just gave him a cramp in the back of his leg as he was walking. But what I'm trying to say is evidence is on hard drives. Computers at the fire stations, the police stations, some civilian groups, usually it's the community watch groups, part of the community response teams is who they are. It's the people doing it that's going to be the hardest revelation of all, because they're the people that we don't think are doing it. We have law enforcement committing crimes with these weapons and then arresting people while they've used it to commit the crime. We have fire and rescue showing up for fires and injuries and car accidents and train accidents and bus accidents that they've all were involved in as a joint task force. Now, is it everybody in those groups? Is it every fire department personnel? Is it every law enforcement personnel? Is it every military soldier, sailor? Is it every intelligence agency, FBI, CIA, DHS? No, it isn't. My mother told me that a long time ago. It's never everybody. And when I wanted them jeans, that made me mad. But it isn't everybody. Thing is, it's so bad and prolific among those entities, you can't tell who it isn't. and they're using weaponized neurology. They are using it now, not in the future, not later, now. And this is just a final warning to everybody out there. We are being attacked with weaponized neurology. And while the neuroscience, neuropsychologists are out there yelling about this in some fields, it's pretty much being ignored. Or, like the psych ops unit did to the senators for funding, the neural warfare is being used to manipulate that. Also, the same thing was used in the Senate investigations with Mueller and Comey. They're using weaponized neurology. They're using it like something you wipe your butt with. That's how common it has become. It's not a mystery. This stuff is provable. Targeted individuals are only people that have become aware of what has happened, by who, and the weapons they're using. We aren't anything special, even if we're made to think we are. The perception warfare is so thick, it's like peanut butter. We're under attack when we don't know it. We're under attack when we do know it. It's gotten bad because Gitmo, sonic torture from the LRADs, has become part of this targeting for some of us. And we're being electrocuted. We're being neurologically immobilized, so we can't fight or we can't move when we need to. I can't think of anything else to say. I've written about this for over 5 years on my YouTube website, 131 Kimber, Kimber, 131 Kimber. I put it in a PDF, and I know it's a long thing, but I've been just keeping notes on this like everybody else. And I'm not anything special. I'm just a regular person with a family who has also families. And we're being hurt. And our rights are being obstructed. They're being circumvented in ways that I've never, ever seen before. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense. I can understand corruption, but it's unnatural. It's unnatural. And I suspect it's like the Nazis when they used frequencies to control their people and their prisoners to do their crimes. It has to be a widespread neurological attack on people because we're being hurt in public. We're going to stores hurt, and I've got stuff crawling through my face. And it's not natural. You don't see air pockets go crawl across your face. And they've attacked my face so that it looks prematurely wrinkled 1 minute and absolutely fine the next. They have electrocuted my teeth, of all things. They have electrocuted up my nostrils, creating a cut on one of them. They have electrocuted my eyes, which is strange. I close them, I see light. I don't know what that is, but I see light. I hear it when they do V2K. It's in my ears. But I also know that V2K is automated, and it's a neurocog application. And while I do understand that people used to be misdiagnosed with mental disorders because scum out there were using tape recorders and stuff to mess with people and make them look like they were psychotic when actually they were fine. I hear somebody outside. But nonetheless, I think I'm done for now. This is my Happy New Year's message. Talk to everybody later.